Yeah, I don't want this up here. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. Again, as usual, I don't know what I'm doing. Doesn't matter. No one cares. Just a little quickie. I just want to get some news from y'all, what y'all doing, what's going on. Did you fly today? Uh, I don't know. See, I'm just completely whacked out. I'm still trying to work on getting my chat up here. I am completely lost. See, if I do this full screen, that's not how I do it. Let's see. I'm so confused. It's been a long day, man. I climbed a tree. Had to climb a tree. Um, see. I'm said I'm streaming, but I can't find myself on YouTube. Can't see no chat. What did I do wrong? I don't want to be there. Okay, you gotta figure this out. There's my hangout. I can't tell if anybody's here. I don't see anybody. Um, I just did this the other day. How can I not know? I see group chat. Is anybody here? I don't think that's the window I want. 7 people on. Well, I can't even see them. I don't even know they're here. I can't see anybody. I apologize, people. Here I am running my mouth, and people are here, and I can't see them. Let's see. What if I do your channel? Ah, there I am. Let's see. Okay. Why? Why? Why fix this? There's probably gonna be some echo shit going on. Ah, there I am. Let's see. Okay. Why? Why fix this? There's probably gonna be. Yeah, I'm still trying to work on. Okay, I got that muted. Okay. I need to pop out the bloody chat. Let's see, there's chat. I don't do this all the time, people. I'm sorry. Hey, John, back from the sky, plummet, night train, whiz bang. Now I can see you guys. Let's see, pop out chat. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gravy here, or grease, or whatever your cooking substance is. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of you people been getting the rain there, brother. Let's see, I need to get back to the real time stuff. It's funny because the way the stuff lags. Um, yes, you're right, Mike. Fly, you fool. Hey, look, I didn't get much flying in today, but I did fly. It didn't last long. I, I do that back from the sky. I, uh, I love my brother married a English girl years ago, and I just love it. I love the accent. I love the way people say, the accent. I think it's the sexiest thing ever. Oh, it was raining for you, night train. Well, I didn't even get one pack in. My first flight, I wound up in a tree. I mean, on takeoff. And hey, hey, Wendell, how you doing, brother? Great to see you. Yeah, I'm the big thunderstorms and wind suck, John. That they do. And yeah, I know. Just rub it in, Gene. Well, Carlos, easy with that. Dan. Yeah, no, not particularly. I'll let you take care of that yourself, or else your girlfriend, Dan. You know. But I was hugging some trees today. I had to climb a tree, and with Bang, I'm in Florida, St. Augustine, Florida, the nation's oldest city. And man, that blows at them. And not again tomorrow. Well, I hope to have a better day tomorrow. I mean, I started flying late, and the first thing that happens is I go into the tree. I mean, I'm talking on liftoff. The drone sounded funny when I went to take it off. I should have. So after climbing the tree, dropping it back out of the tree, I plugged her back in. And said, "I'm trying it again." Hey, Mark, how you doing, brother? Um, Plugged it in again, and I started to. I took off. It was okay, and the drone sounded funny, just like it did the first time I wound up in the tree. But as soon as I pitched forward just a little bit and took off, as soon as it was in the air, it sounded fine. So I go off to go around the track, and I only make a quarter way around the track, and all of a sudden, buzz, gone. Well, my stupid XT60 connector is loose on the connection to the board again, so it's time to. I know you already told me, Mike. Just stick a toothpick in there. I didn't have any toothpicks. So I just spread it, but it got loose again. So anyway, it was late, and I figured, well, maybe the drone quads are trying to tell me something, and I'll do a sunrise flight instead. But I was trying out my new little Firefly camera. I finally got it mounted on there. But let's see. So, so did you do some flying today, Mark, or what? So what did you fly today, Gene? What did you get 3 flights in? It doesn't sound like anybody's done a lot of flying today. Oh well, there you go, Wes. Cool. That's awesome. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Good to see you. What? What rules, Dan? See, you got some. I don't know about you, brother. You got some weird programming going on, Dan. So what did you fly, Wes? Wendell. There ain't no telling what you flew with your armada of birds. I'm doing okay. I just, I don't know. I just felt the urge after climbing a tree. I got my exercise in. Uh, RC crazy, Eric. He told me, he goes, because I messaged him and told him that I was had to climb a tree, and he goes, "You were just not talking about not having to climb a tree in a while." And uh, West, the US 65 looks like a fun little bird. I have a UR 65. I think it's basically the same thing. Yeah, he flew like one pack with bang, if that. Somebody, I can't remember. I get them mixed up. Let's see if I'm subscribed to myself. Yes, I am. Here I am. Oh, we got 10 people in here. How about that? 15 flights today. That's pretty good. You playing catch up, Wes? Repeat offender at what, Crystal? I'm a repeat offender of many things, but nothing that puts me in the pokey. Let's put it that way. You're all over the trash cans, whiz bang. Never flew one, so I wouldn't know. What mustache? I mean, I shaved. I know I got a few holidays, but I kept the stash. I probably nicked it a few times. Are you? Are you still the same guy, Mark? I don't know. You've gone to the dark side. That kind of messes with people, you know. You were one of those camera drone people. Not that you still aren't, but your lake enjoys. How many has your lake eaten, whiz bang? Oh, that's scruffy, all right. Yeah, okay. I got a cat. It can take care of that. So Dan, have you been fishing or what? You haven't been flying, obviously. Or have you? It will do that, Mark. It will do that, brother. Cool, Barnacle. So did you kill it or what? I got to climb a tree. I haven't done that in a while. It's good exercise. However, I will tell you, flip flops are not the best climbing footwear. As I went up, I knew this, but I came down faster than the bird did. I mean, slower than the bird did. Yes, Carlos, I did not have a very good flying evening. However, the bird is unharmed, and I got my exercise. And yeah, I'm gonna go for a sunrise flight and try out my new Firefly camera. Oh yeah, man. Okay. I don't know. I had Ingenials. I've had two. I don't know about the lower, but it's right where your legs connect to your abdomen and this bulb comes out. It's very uncomfortable, and I've had one on each side, and it sucks. So I'm gonna get my ass up and do a sunrise flight and see how I still gotta look at the little bit of footage I got from this afternoon to compare it to the VTX camera versus the excuse me, the FPV camera versus the high def camera, because you kind of want the angle to be the same, because otherwise you'll fly with the FPV cam and your HD footage will not look the same as what you see. And so you're kind of flying blind in a way as far as good footage goes, if that makes any sense. But I think it's pretty close on mine. You know, if you stuck a pencil to it, that's it. Hey, they're a little bit different, but not bad. So I'll look at the short footage I got today and that'll give me a. I look multiple ways, Dan. I have multitasking on. So if you want to know, let's see, can't do that. I take my glasses off, it goes wacky. My right eye likes to take vacations and check out what's over there. You know, Wes, I don't know the answer to that question. Um, this one supposedly has a microphone, but I just recorded with it the first time today. It was like $1 more for the microphone. All right, Mark, cool. That would be awesome, Mark. Flying with Lewis has got to be cool. Very cool. Yeah, he will. It just takes surgery, Wendell. Hey, it's not a great surgery either, by the way, Dan. Just so you know. Uh, the V2, I don't know. What do you mean by rubber cover? I mean, this one has the mount. I don't know. It was $29 from China. Yeah, and you know, years ago back from Sky, that's what they call a lazy eye. And if I pay attention, I can keep it straight. For years, I used to look at people like this because I knew if I could see the side of my nose, that then my eyes were straight. When you don't pay attention, oh, good guy. Well, you don't really notice it. Me as a person looking out at it. The problem is when the one eye goes off to the side and takes a vacation, um, you lose your stereoscopic vision, so you can't tell how far things are away, how far things are from you, and depth of perception. Yeah, I know there are exercises, Carlos, and I've wore the patch, whatever. It's just very irritating when you blink, your eyelashes rub against it and all that. Actually, the most comfortable eye patch I ever found was a pirate costume eye patch. That was years ago. I quit. I didn't care. Well, that's what you're supposed to do, Carlos. Exactly. No, I had this whole little apparatus where you looked and there had two different cars. You're supposed to put the wine inside the cage and all that. And the only way you could do that was by crossing your eyes. But I've been hitting the face with a couple softballs because go up to catch it and just a little too late bringing up the glove, you know, wham! So, hey, Maverick, How you doing, Mav? Yeah. Well, just wait till I put some mascara on them, Carlos. Nah, it really doesn't, Wes. I don't think it does. It's I don't know because first of all, okay, FPV flying. It's only one camera, so it's like flying with one eye anyway. When you think about it, so no, I don't think it does. I mean, I have to wear cheaters these because everything's blurry up close, without them. But man, the goggles I got are great for that. Whatever, Carlos, stop it. You like I shaved. It's been a while, but I got some stragglers, some holidays as they call it in the painting business. Mike and Adam know about that, but I'm glad at least some people got to fly. You know. Okay. So I mean, how you like your Firefly West? I mean, it does okay. How about that? Well, thanks for the old. Not that I'm denying it, Crystal. Yeah, I'm old. I tell you what, though, flying keeps me young. That's what keeps my heart pumping. And climbing trees. Climbing trees is good for that too. I feel trouble brewing. Cat scratching on the back of the chair. Okay, Wes. So what goggles are you using? I love my Vipers. They are so comfortable over reading glasses. I had Maker Fire 800Ds, I think. Oh, is that what you got, Carlos? You got those too? Oh, cat. These guys right here? I don't know. I love mine. I think they're the coolest thing ever. Got a few stickers on mine, got stickered up. And you get some better antennas. These are some cheap antennas. This panel wasn't cheap, but these are cheap. Cool, Bama. Which Wendell, what bird you got that on? Look, and West, the cheap goggles are cool as long as they get good signal. Doesn't even matter if they have a DVR. But they're, as far as taking somebody for a ride, because it's really cool to take somebody for a ride. Okay, somebody somebody okay, the Jet RC, cool. Okay, well, I'll be looking forward to seeing that. I don't know. You put out a lot of good footage, Wendell. I don't take off the black piece. I like it. I mean, if I turn my head the wrong way and the sun gets in, it screws with the screen. But I don't know. I love it because I mean, the screen comes right off like that, and so you can use it I never use it that way. I always use it as goggles, but it's pretty cool. I love them. I because the other goggles I had, they were uncomfortable as crap. Okay, so you modified yours, Wes? And I know I've seen people cut slots in them for the arms on the glasses and stuff like that, but those Vipers go right over them, and they're literally, I don't know what it is. I guess because of the way it's angled, and then because the battery you power it off is on the back of your head, so it kind of counterbalances the weight of the box up front. And yeah, they look big, but you think about your average box goggles, and they kind of come more straight out and seem to stick out further. Whereas this, because more of the weight sits on your forehead rather than just right here. So they have less of a tendency to try and sag down or whatever. And well, for me, I had to leave my first goggles I had to leave the straps kind of loose and keep my head down like this the whole time, or else it was just uncomfortable as crap. And if you're not comfortable flying, you're not going to fly as well. That's it right out the bat. That is that a link to the camera, Bama? So what size is it? What does it look like? I guess we got to pull that up. You know what, Carla? Somebody's gonna come up with that actually, probably. Like what the astronauts wear, inside their face mask, a little bit of air conditioning until you can take a sip. You need a straw, man. I like to have a cold beer out when I'm flying. The funny thing is, the beer doesn't stay cold very long because I'm too busy flying. I'll take a sip. Right, whiz bang, beer can helmet. The problem is you can't wear the helmet with the goggles. I guess I could put some, hmm, probably put a little strap on this, Try this. Beer can, a long straw. I'd probably choke. Duct tape. Well, that's the cure for everything, isn't it, Liz Bank? The good old duct tape. So, nah, it'd be too heavy. Six pack would be too heavy. I have the six pack in the cooler. By the time I finish with one, it'd be time for a new pack anyway, Liz Bank. So, there you go. Man, okay. That's awesome, Wendell. And I want to get a better camera for the Batman. The camera I got is like $20. So I think that goes to new little 3-inch build that I haven't built. That's not so new. And I want to get a better. The Batman deserves better than a $20 FPV cam. So, what do y'all recommend? Anybody got any recommendations? I can't do the split things. My stack is full, so I have no room for an FPV cam with a DVR board that I can see. There's just not room in the frame for that. Okay, Carlos. Well, I have to look for that this Halloween. Biking helmets are not in plentiful supply this time of year. Yeah. See, hey, Wendell, mine don't say Ishin. but they do say 800Ds, and so I'm pretty sure they look the same. They look exactly the same to me. I mean, it's the record button where the SD card goes in, all the they're all in the same spot. I think that's what Eric has. It's a long time from now, Carlos. I just had one of those. I turned 20, Carlos. Turned 20 my last birthday. It was for the third time, but 20. 20 times three. Oh, really? So the Rattel, I mean, how big is it? I mean, is it meant, it's a FPV cam or it's just a HD cam? I know Caddx makes the Turtle V2, but it has a separate card that the SD card goes in, and there's too much. I don't have room for it. This bird is packed. In between the guts, they're packed. There's 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 not room for crap in there, and you know, so there's a little FPV cam. There's a little gap right behind the camera. You can see a little camera connector right there. That's it. The rest of the stack is full. So there's a little room in there, but ain't much. Ain't much at all. Did they now? Well, they're being desperate, aren't they? Look, Wendell, Eric, being able to see good is everything, but you've also got plenty of sick time. So I don't think you can just attribute it to your goggles. I'm not saying that didn't play a part, because if you're getting way better reception and all that, then that's everything. And it's weird because when I first started out and I get static or whatever, I'd freak out. And my first instinct was to disarm right then and there. Well, now that I know where I'm flying, if the stack isn't too bad, I just know that if I come on around the corner, it'll get better. So you just got to remember where you're at and fly through it, so to speak. But it's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable feeling, and I prefer not to have that feeling. Does anybody out here use the rapid fire, and is that only a an option on like Fat Shark or whatever? If that's like an add-on receiver or something like that, different frequency, I don't really know. I know it's supposed to be more of a long range thing. So when you say 20 by 20, it means it's a card, Wendell, that goes right on the stack. Oh, you gotta see where you're flying, Carlos. That's a no-brainer. You can't see on that. You can't fly. Not great anyway. I just I see. I'll tell you this. Um, I see a lot of guys out there flying. It's like uh, they fly fine. Hey Thomas, how you doing, brother? I see these guys flying, man. I'm like, dude, you've got your camera set to the wrong frequency or something like that, because you've got way more static than you should have up that close. Good antennas, yes, Wes, absolutely. And to make sure that your FPV cam antenna that's hooked to your VTX is matched to the antenna on your goggles. They got to be the same. You know, if they're not, then you're not going to get good transmission or reception. The two need to match. Them matching is more important than how much they cost. Actually, hi JES, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Yes, you are. Cheers, everybody. All right, I got all these lovely people in here, and got to climb a tree, and my drone's still in one piece. I'd call that a good day. Didn't break my neck getting out of the tree either, which is always a possibility. Excuse me while I refresh. Yeah, I know, Cat. Wait. All right. Well, cheers, everybody. Excuse me, I'm taking a little bit of housekeeping on here. Let's see. So, anyway, what was I going to say? Why is that there? Yeah, JDS. Well, first of all, JDS put up a link. So I imagine that's something he flew today. Who knows? Could be a video worked on for. I didn't publish my video from yesterday's flying until 4:30 today, I think. 4 times, that's good. What did you fly, JDS? You need an inventory of what everybody flew. I flew the Batman for all of 30 seconds, maybe a minute. That's as long as that lasts. Triple patch, huh? So it's really directional, Wendell. The pagodas tend to be more directional than the flat panels, but you know what, Carlos? Sort of. I've been wanting to try a fixed wing JDS. I flew fixed wings years ago. They were too fast and took too much room. The battery guides are a little bit different. And I've watched Prop Gear, man. I've seen him tail hang his bird. He he could fly his bird in a 10-foot area. It's pretty amazing. The disco, yeah, I've seen some disco action. It's not bad. Yeah, I know, man. A lot of rain out there. I mean, let's see, Arkansas flooding. Let's see, where did it start? What's up above Arkansas? Can't remember. Them people are hating life. No, I know, JF. The problem is you gotta have room to fly those to have fun. And to me, you got look. My line of sight skills suck. I'd have to be flying on FPV. I just they get too small too fast. That was the problem with the fixed wing I had. It was gas. It was a nitromethane sucker. Um, 85 cc motor, I think. 40-inch wingspan. Acro trainer. It was more fun to build than it was to fly because it didn't fly long. I had a couple good flights with it. I always flew it too late, which is part of the problem because I waited for all the good pilots to leave before I flew at the airfield. And see that, and I wondered why. Okay, Bama, when you were flying there at your normal spot, the one with the teardrop parking lot, um, you were coming back behind, kind of trying to do that gap through the trees. And your reception looked good, or did it get bad to you in the goggles? Because I know you were posting high def footage, so it wasn't through the goggles. Well, I hope you have a great maiden on that, Wes. When are you planning on doing that? Hey, the only way you'll know, Wes, is to fly it. We'll see. JDS is right on that. I'm sure he probably is. He flies a lot of different stuff. Cheap is good, as long as it's not cheaply made. There's a difference. Hey, Daryl. That's cool. I want to know how you're able to share a link without having moderator status. I must have a setting off. Not that I mind, Daryl, and you now have moderator status, so you could do it now anyway. Hey, Wes, balance is everything in a fixed wing. Everything. It really is. I remember going through that with my fixed wing build. Blew a penny here or something like that to change the weight or the balance. It's kind of like center of gravity front to back. Man, if they're tail heavy or nose heavy for that matter, that's all you can do to hang on. I mean, I think tail heavy is worse. Tail heavy is worse. There you go, Thomas. Yeah, exactly. You can get away with nose heavy a little bit, not that it's fun to fly, but yeah, tail heavy is uncontrollable. Pretty much uncontrollable. Nothing worse than an uncontrollable bird, man. I mean, you're in controlled crash the whole time. Like you said, Thomas, it only flies once. Now, I've done my U control less, and I never did the tissue and dope thing. I did balsa and Monaco, which was a little bit newer school, if you will, but I certainly played with a few that were done with the tissue and the dope. What always surprised me, what always amazed me was when you get those kits and you build them, when you got those balsa pieces out of the kit, they felt so flimsy. It's like, man, you just land this the wrong way, it's going to fall apart. Man, once you get it glued up, all the spars and the little structure pieces in there, you can almost beat it, whack it over something. It's strong as hell. Accurate, Wes, when you say Fox 35, let's see, what did I have? I had a Fox, damn good motor. I think mine was an 80, but it was specifically made for uh, acro. And when you tuned it, when it was sitting there, it was supposed to sputter and stuff because the way you mix the fuel mixture. And once you got it up there, oh yeah, definitely cut your finger off. I got more than one or two finger cuts till I got one of those electric motors. You could try to get it started. Till I got one of those electric motors, I could stick to the spinner and spin that puppy up. You make a bridge out of the balsa? Yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah, you get a kickback on one of them props. That hurts. That hurts a lot, because well, it's just like, okay, Wes, you probably appreciate this. When I was a kid, I bought one of those Cox U control planes, And I was ready to fly, pretty much. And I went to fly it in the backyard. Well, my backyard, we had a long backyard, but it wasn't that wide. I don't know how wide it was, but doesn't matter. The I had to shorten the. You make the string shorter so it would fit side to side, and it's circling. So I cranked it up, got it flying, and going around and around. It was not Acura, so it's not like. I'm saying to you, control guys, they'll sit there and never have to turn. They'll keep it out in front of them and loop up, loop around like this, and never even have to spin around. Me, I got the Ford wasn't Acura capable, couldn't do it, so you had to go around and around. Man, I was like, is this thing ever going to run out of gas? Because I could tell I was getting dizzy. And sure enough, I got so dizzy all of a sudden, I just fell down. The bird went up, bird came down. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Carlos. I know. There's a there's a few places, a few guys doing quad stuff and teaching kids. Y'all think about it, okay? And RC planes, whatever. Building them and messing around with them teaches you all kinds of skills. It really does. It teaches you electricity, electronics, if you will, um, physical stuff, mechanical stuff is a better word. I mean, they're a great teaching tool. Just like they're doing the robotics with kids, but Carlos, they waste so much time on teaching bullshit like political correctness, all about transgender and all this. And man, that's just crazy. Poisoning the kids' mind. They try and teach that crap before kids even know what it's about. It's tough, man. It's tough growing up for kids today. There's too much stuff out there. A lot of them have a cell phone when they're 5 freaking years old and they go all over the internet on their phone. You're right. Back from the sky. I don't know. Sometimes I'm glad I'm old because the old ways are going and seems like, and I worry about the future. No, you're right, Carlos. It goes back to the saying you reap what you sow. Well, then I'm sure he had a good start, Carlos, because I don't know, I've been to school in a while. Yeah, I know Thomas. I need to get along too. I've been here longer than I should have been. I just had the urge. Yeah, K Sarah Sarah. You're right, JDF. And I don't have any kids, so um I don't have to worry about them, but I worry about the kids' future that my brother and sister have. Man, it's all in the name of inclusiveness. But you know what's weird is that they don't know how to say it. It's like it's all about them. They want it to be all about them. I'm sorry if you're confused about or don't agree with the way nature made you, but don't try and put your confusedness, that's not even a word, on everybody else. I'm sorry. I mean, sure you want to be accepted, I guess, but please don't flaunt it. I don't know. To say it's normal, I'm sorry, it's not. Am I being political here? Nah, it's not political. What would you call that? I'm sorry. I just look, man. I don't. Hi, Rob. That's pretty funny. Just leave the goats alone, brother. No, of course not. No, it's not politically correct. I never proclaimed to be politically correct, by the way. I am probably one of the least politically correct people there are. And I'm not ashamed of it either. I usually say what the hell I think. And if you don't like it, well, tell me to screw off. But I still is not going to change my mind about the way I think. No, you're right, Carlos. Absolutely. The man to use our bathrooms, and bathrooms have been made for specifically for this. Oh no, I don't want. I feel like I'm being spotlighted if I have to use that bathroom. No, I want to use whatever bathroom I want. And I'll tell you this: 20 years ago, you'd be in jail. Okay, you man, you go in a woman's bathroom or vice versa. They probably nobody probably complain if the woman came into the men's bathroom, but I don't know. Depends upon what you look like. Ah, hey, you know what, Carlos? I like that. Imagine the protest you could get from that. How dare you flaunt your uh, heterosexuality? How dare you? I'm offended. Oh, oh my God. Oh my quad. Yeah, you're right, Rob. You didn't get the chemicals. It's probably all the hormones in the food we eat. Hey, Rob, that's why the girls get breasts when they're 12 years old now, whatever. Man, look, I've caught myself. I was like, man, you a sick motherfucker. That's a kid. You're right, Carlos. I don't disagree with that at all. Hormone disruptors. I don't know. People talk about the chemtrails. They freak about the airplanes going over and they see the contrails. Dude, they don't have to get us from spraying chemicals in the air. That's stupid. There's that. there's no validity to chemtrails at all. However, the food we eat is a far different story. That would be so much easier to do. I see the trails, but they're not chemicals. I mean, yeah, technically there are. There are ice crystals in the air caused by combustion of combustible fuel mixed with cold air. Nah, that's a good point too, Carlos. Yeah, it's just the wind. I don't know, Rob. I'm not a believer in the chemtrails. The reason part of that, I mean, yeah, I've flown in planes. I've flown in small planes. I've seen contrails come off of small planes, and I don't know. But you know what, Rob? The biggest thing is, I don't believe they could keep it a secret. And in your mind, maybe you think it's not a secret, because everybody talks about it. But I just think proof would come out of some form. That's all. This information age we're in, there's nothing that is not going to get out. 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Yes, it is RC Pun. How are you, John? It is live. You caught it live for once. Geoengineering, eh? Oh, you knew it wasn't? Well, I mean, I'm half dead. I'm really close to dead, but I'm not quite dead yet, RC Fun. So I am still alive. Cheers. Hey, Rob, I've seen my share of trails, and it was usually from taking chemicals, but it wasn't from plane flying over. Cheers. Everybody, cheers. So did you fly today, John? Oh, they're trying to make it rain. That's all. That's why. What state is it? Right up from Arkansas. It's headed for Arkansas, where they got all the flooding. I don't know. I just want to know who flew today, and it's gone all over the place since then. Political correctness, uh, transgender people wanting to use everybody's bathroom. Funny story. When I moved to St. Augustine on the move up, I was driving a U-Haul truck, and I really had to pee. I mean, it was bad. My back teeth were really floating. So I pull up in the parking lot at the rest stop on I-95, park, and I'm looking for the bathroom. And I look, and I see men. So that I made a beeline for there, and I went inside and took a piss. And as I pissing, I know. I went inside. I was like, where are the urinals? It was all toilet. I'm like, what the hell? Well, I had to go. I wasn't going anywhere else. I used the toilet. And then I walked back outside. I realized I was in the women's room. When I pulled up in the truck, there was a pillar that hid the WO in front of women. I just saw men's and I really had to go. Hey, down the rabbit hole, how are you, brother? What, you tired? You tired, Carlos? How are things down the rabbit hole? Oh man, you know what? Summer colds are the worst. They really are. Because I think they're a combination of allergies and then it's humid and the crap just gets all clogged up in your head. But no, I'll, some of the worst colds I've had have been in the summer, which is kind of weird when you think about it. Doesn't make much sense, does it? But we'll very good. That sounds good. You're in Alberta, are you? Canada. That's you call it a summer cold. What was your high today in Alberta? Or the forest fires making it warmer? It's been dry as hell down here too. We've had our share of fires. This is the fire season in Florida, and I heard some thunder booming today. But the problem with the thunder now, it's been, you throw out that centigrade crap. I don't know what 24C is. I'd have to Google it. We're all Fahrenheit people here. I don't know what 24C means. Yeah, no, I got rabbit hole. I somehow I don't know who did it, and I don't know how to get it back. My stupid oven is stuck on centigrade. Okay, so when I get frozen something or whatever, it says bake at 375 degrees. All that stuff is in Fahrenheit. So I gotta convert it so I know what to tell the oven to cook to. It's a pain in the ass. Just saying. Yeah, I know, Carlos. It's ridiculous. And you know that guy is running for president. Can you believe some of the whack jobs that are running for president? I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I'm not, I'm not trying to be political. It's the same way in California back from a guy. They gone batshit crazy out there too. They just they're so afraid of offending somebody. Let's make accommodations for people and give free health care to people that aren't even supposed to frickin' be here. It's just not right. Um, yeah, the average citizen, you or I, they'll put you on a cross, crucify if you do something wrong. It seems like illegals have more rights than we do. Wow. Why you're drowning out of your six story window, Carlos, and see how quick the cop comes in. I bet they come right away. You know, it's just crazy. The world's gone upside down. It really has. Yes, apparently so. Well, good for you, Bama Drone. I didn't fly long enough to tear up any parts. I got to climb a tree, Bama Drone, and when I took off, when I went to take off, bird kind of went backwards right in the tree, right on lift off. And so I had to climb the tree. By the time I got it down, dropped it out of the sky, took it off again, went around the corner, and a battery connection came loose. It's time for me to spread the XT60 connectors again. Okay. Well, 76 degrees sounds good to me, Carlos. I'd take that over what I had. Hey, Bandito. How are you? Why you oh, you know you're going to rent right off the bat, do you? I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from, Bandito? Trying to think. I can't remember. I know I've seen you around. Is it still there? Is it still there, Bama? Well, apparently they love me, Bandito, because I haven't had a cat in years, or at least one that I chose to get. They just they just kind of adopt me. This one's adopted me, and he's being all lovey-dovey now because he wants something to eat. That's what he does. Carbon Hill. Carbon Hill. I passed Carbon Hill. I have some property in Alabama. It's close to Nauvoo, but I know I've seen a sign that said Carbon Hill. You're right about that, Carlos. You're right about that. It's only getting worse. Yeah, they won't. They think what Trump wants for the wall is ridiculous and will put us in debt. Well, how about all the illegals sucking up all the benefit? We got vets that are homeless in the street. Yet you're giving free health care to people that shouldn't be here in the first damn place. Okay? It's just ridiculous. Oh, 5 minutes away, really, Bama? I knew I'd seen it close there. I Yes, you are, Carlos, but I think you need to be a citizen somewhere else before you do that. You don't want to be a man stuck in no man's land. You know, I'm just saying, the country kind of screwed up in a lot of ways, but there are a lot of others that are far worse. So, what does that mean? I don't know what that means, Carlos. So what did you, so what did you tear up today, Bama? I'm not talking about your Mavic because it's still in a 60-foot tree. Military tribunals. Yeah. Well, see, I mean, you're in Alabama, so I know you're a right mind. However, some of those people have made just the VTX. How you screw up a VTX? Crash, busted it the wrong way, or whatever. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell you this, Bandito. I've been in this country for 60 years, and I don't have any benefit. Ah, man, Bama, those little connectors are ridiculous. And I replaced a couple antennas on my receiver, on my trans receiver, Freisky, let's see, the RXSR. Freisky, get your tail out of my face, cat. And I didn't think I didn't think I was gonna get those puppies on. I don't have a family. There's nobody here. I'm all by my lonesome. Juanito Bandito. They call me Juanito Bandito. Ay, 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 ay. I am the Juanito Bandito. There you go. Just thank you. All right. Well, I don't, you're just, you're talking Chinese. I have a friend that's named Eric, RC Crazy, and I throw terms out there just like FC and VTX, and he says I'm talking Chinese to him. Well, Wes, you're talking Chinese to me. Oh, you're right, Bandito. That would have been the Kevinator and Monster Kitty. And they are back in Georgia. Apparently, the Kevinator had some outstanding shit going on in Georgia, and he decided he wanted to get it cleared up. So he's clearing it up while he sits behind some bars. Poor fella. I know it's driving him crazy. But he's probably working out and maybe he's losing some of that gut he had gotten. Because you're in jail, what else you gonna do? You gonna work. Ah! That's funny, Carlos. You might get more benefits. See, no, no, you wouldn't because you have to be from somewhere else. You have to be and claim asylum. Maybe you could claim asylum from New York City. Hmm. Things that make you go, hmm. And no, not the rap song, Carlos. Okay. That was pretty cool. You said that. You said that message sounds like a rap song. I didn't know what the hell you were talking about until you sent the link to that song. That's one of the things too. I'd love to travel and go outside, but I'm afraid they wouldn't let me back in. Of course. Well, good for you, Bandigo. We're looking for you, brother. We'll get you one day. We'll get you. Yeah, I'm drinking natties. Hi, Particle Man. How you doing, brother? Hey, L817. How are you? Good to see you as well. I'm not doing much. I'm just chilling. And then people keep being here, so I figure, well, I'll just keep rolling. You know, whatever. Yes, it's an old natty light. They're cheap. I know you are, Bandito. I gave you a wrench, for goodness sake. I still don't know who you are, though. Just looking around 817. That's cool. I get it. And actually I'm surprised you came by. But I'm always surprised that anybody comes by my place. We're alive, just hanging out, you know? And that's it. And they're more expensive than that. Uh, Mandigo. I don't know. I don't buy 12 pack. I have Mandigo. I have a couple ideas. I do just from what you've said before. Couple names come to mind, but uh, oh well, that's cool, Parkle man. Hey, it's got to be better than what I drink. As far as the 12 pack for 550, I don't know, Bandiga, because it's been a long time since I bought a 12 pack. Usually it's an 18 or a 24. So, but since 24 is like 14 bucks, I would have to say a 12 pack would have to be more like the 8. Okay, Bandiga. And the liver takes care of the rest. Somebody actually gave me a beer making kit once. Seemed like too much work, so I never did it. I guess if you got, hey, if you had made some good beer and you liked it, stop it, Casey. Meow. The cat. The cat is still bugging me for food. So, I guess I'm going to say, yeah, it is cheap, tastes better, but takes hours in the kitchen. It only takes hours? Don't you have to, like, let that shit sit a while and stuff, ferment, do whatever? Or it takes hours in the kitchen before you get around to the waiting for it to ferment part. Yeah, I'd have to have a big old vat thingy. Because otherwise, it's just, hey man, oh, I just made a 6 pack. Well, that'll last me all of half a night. Yeah, because chances are I'm drinking more than a 6 pack a night. Yeah. Does that make me an alky? I don't know. Oh, 2 weeks. So it takes 2 weeks to ferment, then a week to carbonate. How does the carbonation work anyway? How does that? Yeah, yeah. Alfredo's pretty cool, Carlos. He's a piece of work. He needs his claws frickin' filed off or something because I have doesn't matter whether I'm wearing long pants or not. I have red marks where his stupid claws have dug into my frickin' thighs. I'm confused about the carbonate. How does the carbonation work? What creates the carbonation particle, man? Yeah, well, that pussy likes to be petted, Carlos. He does like that. He gets off on, come here, Apple. Want to be petted? He goes, hell no, I just want some damn food. Yeah. You and Carlos to pet your buddy. Yeah, the Alfredo Montero he is. This cat has been trying to get in his house forever. Now I've let him in his house. Get that out of there. Get that. Get the hell out. Take it easy, Bandito. Nameless. How you doing, brother? I'm just as Carlos would say, petting my pussy. Um, I was getting ready to say goodnight, actually. Nameless. But I'm kind of slow at goodbyes. I think I might give me another beer before I do that. Chilling like a villain. See you, Bandito. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Damn it, man. Damn it. Yeah, I'll give me another beer first. So did you fly today, Nameless? That's what, hey, that's what the name of this stream is about. So if you flew today, we'd like to know what you flew. And ouch! Damn it, the cat just added another mark on my leg. Until the park got too full. So where'd you fly? You still haven't answered that question, Nameless. See, I don't really travel about to fly for the most part. I fly out in the backyard, and but I might go somewhere else for tomorrow's flight, morning flight. Because usually when I get around to flying, I've already had a few beers, so I got to fly out back. No, I did not. Okay. You add a sugar or honey mix to kick fermentation back in. Follow it, and it builds up carbonation. Oh, okay. So it makes gas, and somehow the gas soaks into the liquid, huh, Particle Man? Wow, Nameless, you were busy today, huh? No, I agree. I agree, Carlos. See, I have this problem. It's called getting off my ass. Michael, how are you, brother? You know, funny how they do that, Nameless. See, Nameless, I wound up in a tree right off the bat. I mean, I whipped off. Whipped off. You know, when I armed it, because it's a flying air mode, so the motor spin. And it sounded funny when I armed it. I was like, whatever. And when I went to take off, it kind of went backwards. Well, I was taking off kind of under the tree anyway. It wasn't under the tree, just out from under the tree. But when it lifted off, it wanted to go back. And it went right into the tree. And so I had to climb the tree. And I got it back down. So I went to fly again. I said, what the hell? And it sounded funny again when I hit the switch. But this time, before I whipped it off, I pushed the pitch forward just a little bit. You could see the bird do that. And then I hit the gas. And it took off fine. Looked good. Went to go around the track. Got just around the track just a little bit. And VTX went, the goggles went to static. Well, the XT60 connector is gotten sloppy again. So the battery came disconnected. See you, Particle Man. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate your info and all that. Cheers, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Michael, it's great to see you. I know you've been through a lot. That would have been tough to experience. I watched, well, you know the story. Michael just had his nephew drown, and he was there, so that was so. All the best, brother. Yeah. Cheers to you until Michael. I see you got a new video up, Michael. I'm sorry I haven't watched it yet. I have a new Batman video up too, by the way, that I put up today, in case you want to check it out. No, that's very bizarre, Michael. Oh, really, Wes? Um, that can happen. Um, and I don't know. I did when I flew yesterday, and then I finally finished editing the footage and stuff today. There seems like times when the bird wants to go back, and um, which isn't a big deal when you're out there going around because drone pull, hey brother. Um, I did shave. I got some holidays, Stan. Got a few holidays. It was kind of a rough shave job, it was real quick. You're the only one that noticed, by the way, Dan. You were the only one that noticed that my face had gotten bare. So how bad was the Dan? What bird was that, Dan, that you broke the arm on? I am. Hey, nameless. I turned 20 last April. Unfortunately, it was for the third time, brother. Now you can tell how old I am. You can see all the wrinkles in my face. Oh, it was 99. Well, Dan, if you were going to break an arm on something, I think the Tyro 99 was the best choice, brother. That's all I got to say. I wonder how long it'll take Eric to break the arm on his, huh? No, I've seen the birds you have, Dan, and if I was going to bust the arm on something, I think the Tyro 99 would be my first choice. Well, maybe the 79. I don't know. I know you've got a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in that 99 trying to get the damn thing to work right. But so what about your lady? How's Miss Daisy doing? Have you flown her more than a hover test stand? Oh, I made a comment on that video, by the way. I think so far, Michael. So far, I'm still vertical, which is amazing after climbing the tree because I climbed a tree with flip flops. Flip flops are not the best climbing footwear. So far, Michael, I am. Not yet. Dan, what the hell, man? Come on, how can you not have won it yet? Hopefully, because just you're working your ass off making lots of money, or because the weather's been crap. I keep forgetting where you're at because I know there's been a lot of rain kind of out that way. Arkansas flooding, working weather both. Okay, that sucks. Missouri, isn't it? Is it the Missouri that's like flooding record flood stage and all that? People, it's got to be in there. I know whatever river I'm thinking about flows into the Mississippi. And I know the Missouri does. Levees being breached and all that kind of crap. Is it now? I don't know about that back from the sky, but hillbillies don't really wear flip flops. Florida crackers, man, I even Florida crackers, hillbillies are more into built boots and stuff. Not that they're great climbing gear either, but flip flop probably is probably some of the worst climbing gear there is. It just doesn't work. But I wanted to. It was getting dark. Okay. Nebraska, Missouri, and the Platte River. Hey, JES, we didn't know you left. I thank you for coming back. You lose track of people if they don't say anything. So, Dan, so did you fly today or what? No fly today? You gonna fly tomorrow? You gonna fly that Miss Daisy tomorrow or what? Yeah, yeah, Michael. No, there's levees that's broken, in a lot of places. It's ugly. And I'll tell you what, water is definitely a force to be reckoned with because it's got a lot of power to it. Wind is bad. Water is worse. Water just has more force behind it. That's all. You would really like to. Well, what's going to hold you back, Dan? You think it'll be weather, or because you got something else to do? The honeydew list is too big. Well, honey, you got to do that. No, you're right, Carlos. They are worse. They are bad walking gear. The ones I got are for around the house and to walk out to the back thing. They're cool. When I mean cool, I mean temperature wise. Well, there you go. Ooh, 78. I'll take 78. It was 86. Feels like 96 here today. And Dan, the thing is, and when you say mild winds, I don't really know what that means. I don't know what your definition of mild is, or what the weather people's definition of mild is. But the Batman don't care. It can be blowing 20 miles an hour. It don't care. It can fight that just as fine as can be. Yeah, 30 might get a little sketchy, but that was only because of the pilot being me, not because I couldn't handle the wind. Oh, 78, 7 to 8 miles. I could fly well, maybe not a Sky Viper in that, but that's easy, man. Just as long as you bear in mind which direction the wind's coming from, realize that when you're running downwind, that bird's gonna go a lot faster, 7 to 8 miles an hour faster for that matter. It's kind of cool because I've noticed that here while flying here. Um, who, what, kuka, beluga? I can't repeat that sentence. I can't say it once. I think it was you, Dan. Though you were flying someplace you could tell it was windy because the flag was standing out. Maybe it was what's his name? Dano. I think it was Dano actually, but he was flying around at school grounds or whatever, and he talks about it. He said in his video description it was windy, but when he was flying, you couldn't tell it was windy until you saw the flag. And when you saw the flag, you could tell, oh yeah, it's windy. And that's when I started realizing, oh, when he's going this direction, he's really hauling ass. When he's coming back this way, not so fast. That's how you tell. Yeah, thanks, Dan, for alerting me to that. We'll see what happens next. One of those, huh? I've been pretty fortunate with trolls, if you will, knock on wood. However, if he is one, he's not very aggressive about it. I mean, I have a few people that come by or whatever. I have no contact, so that's not necessarily a strike or a bad thing. It just means they like to travel the tube. So I don't hold any grudges necessarily against that. So Dan, we got now it's time to get Eric to do his stick because he's got the transmitter talking to the receiver, and the receiver is talking to the bird. His sticks are moving. Now he just got to program his radio to arm. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? I am so waiting for Eric to fly that 99. How long are you taking? Think it'll take him to bash it, Dan? Dan's working again. Nobody's saying anything. Perhaps it's time for me to leave. Let's see. We got 6 watching. Oh, 7 watching. One of them's me because I'm in here as this guy. Let's see. Here I am. No thing. Uh, yeah, I know. So he's gonna do Miss Daisy too, huh, Dan? Hey, look, man, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, Nothing wrong with that at all. And look, man, I would if he was. I mean, okay, look. First of all, at his house, he gets the motor spinner, he gets the armament, and he goes out in front of his house. I definitely want to take it slow out there. You need to be in a big field. I mean, where I fly, it used to be big to me when I was flying little toy grade drones. Even the Mobula makes it seem small now. Even the Manus. I mean, you know the Manus, Dan, and you have a Mobula. I can't remember if you have a Mobula or not. Well, the Batman. Wow, man, you run out of room in no freaking time. That's ridiculous. Yeah, Edward, he kind of lurks around, from time to time. You got to watch out for that character. He's another flying lunatic. It's the old that's the evil monkey side. Of course, he'd say, the tiny seven." Okay, what's a tiny seven? Is that what S is that, Dan? Is that 2S or 1S? I don't know. I've certainly heard of it. I think Drone Worship flies one of those. I can't remember what the voltage is on it. Though. Can't remember if it's 1S or 2S. Oh, it is a 2S. Okay. So how does it compare to the? So is it more Mobula like or more Manus like? And frankly, I haven't compared the motors between the Manus and the Mobula. I don't know how much different they are. I'll have to look at that. My Manus has VTX issues now. Um, Still flies fine, just got no range. I think it's because of I think the trip into the excavator bucket that was had full of water might have messed up the antenna connection a little bit. Mobile like, but no, it's good. Okay. I don't know, Dan. I love my mobile, especially with the V3 frame. The 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 frame, the strength of it is like it's got to be twice as good as the V2 frame. We're not even talking about the V1 frame, you know. But Adam, Plummet FPV sent that to me. Well, I love my Mobula. I just haven't been flying it much. Hey, Wes, I've seen some. some good flights from the trash can. I have no means of comparison. I haven't really compared it to anything else. People talking about the Mobula, so I went with the Mobula. But I've seen some awesome flying with the trash can. I know a lot of people love it. So and Dan says cool, so obviously he's seen some good things about it too. I've heard a lot of people say good things about the trash can. There's some that hate it, but then there's haters everywhere, man. It's just like I don't know. I don't get it. It's just maybe they got a bad one, or maybe they're used to something else. It doesn't matter because I don't care what drone you got. There'll be somebody out there to bash you. You know, it's like Dan. Dan was frustrated as hell at his Tyro. Which one did you get, Dan? First, you got the 79 first or the 99 first? Can't remember. But rather than just things a piece of crap or whatever, you made it. You know what it needed to be, and got it flying good. You know, breaking an arm. That's no reflection on. Yeah, okay, it was 99 first. And then you got a 79. Well, obviously, since you got the 79, you weren't that disappointed with the 99. You know, so how hard is the arm to replace, Dan? You got to replace the whole bottom part, or are the arms replaceable? Are the motors okay? I asked you that question, and you weren't sure yet when you replied. Yeah, no. Oh, really? Has it? Damn, it's $20 cheaper. How many parts did you immediately replace on it? Because I know on the 99 you like immediately changed the FPV camera. Oh, cool, Dan. That's awesome. Yeah, arms are easy as long, yeah, especially if yeah, if they're just separate individual pieces. The Batman's like that. Pull screws out. Okay. So on the 99, Dan, did you ever did you always fly two-bladed props, or did you go to tries? I can't remember. It's weird because biprop just seemed weird to me. It just seemed like a tripod prop would be more balanced. You know, and granted, for the same motor, you probably want less pitch and not quite as long a blade length. I'm sure there's a formula for that too, by the way, but I don't know what it is. It's funny, on some of the first birds I got, they all came with bi-blade, okay? And first thing you know, people are trying to put tries on them, but they said, no, it's sluggish, it doesn't fly like it used to be. But that's probably because they were using tries that had the same pitch and length. And you can't do that. You have to match the same amount of dig. So if you go with tri blades that have more, you have one extra blade. So you would have to go with less pitch, so it's less drag on the motor. And You know what, Dan? It sounds like I'm reversing myself because back when I first got my bug and my bug 2 and my bug 6, there are the people trying the tries out on them. And I'm like, doesn't it stand to reason that a drone company that's selling a bird would want to put the best props on it that it could so that when you fly it flies great and it'll make them want to buy another one. But, so that was my mentality behind that. Is why are you screwing with these tri blades when it came with a bi-blade? But after fooling around with stuff for a while, I realized it's just like a boat propeller. The same basic difference. You basically, though, for the best energy transfer, that motor needs to spin at a certain RPM. You add a tri-blade to it of the same pitch as the bi-blade was, that motor's not going to spin the same RPM. But if the blades are a little bit shorter and less pitched, it will. Just saying. You know, Wes, I actually put some bullnose props on my what was it, a Bug 6? They were made by Dow, I think, 54. I can't repeat the name. I'll get the number wrong. But I actually like the way they flew. But they were tries versus buys, and they were stubbier blades. I sent some of those to, I don't know, I haven't seen them around lately. Now, here's the thing, Wes. First of all, sometimes when somebody first gets doing like that, perhaps it's best they don't have the highest performing blades on them, especially once they go to air mode or whatever. I just can't wait for Eric to get his bird in here. That's going to be so cool. All right. Well, look, I appreciate everybody for being here. I really do. I'm kind of tired. About ready to hit the hay. That that tree climbing incident. I wish I'd had my camera with me when I was taking. I still haven't looked at the footage. I have to see. Have to see what kind of footage I got. Hey, Sean, you're just in time to see me say goodbye. I'm very sorry about your Hawk 5, man. I left a lengthy message at the end of that stream you did when you were talking about it and throwing a few things out there. And I feel bad for you, brother. I really do. I know you love that bird, and yeah, it's probably in the lake. That sucks, man. It's hard losing VTX signal while you're flying. You gotta, you gotta just, right? That was always my first instinct when So hey, Mr. Sean, when you lost VTX signal, did you disarm immediately or what did you do? Or did you just freak out when it happened? Because I understand to freak out when it happens too, man. It sucks to go fuck up. Excuse me, I started to drop the F bomb there. Um, okay, Dan. No, he didn't find it, Wes. He means he got the message on the thing. Wes, I don't, I think, no, look, Sean, I understand. I've been there. Uh, yeah, the first thing you got two options. Punch it up, like Wes said, but you're not going to get your signal back because your signal didn't fade; it just dropped out. That's two different things. Now, sometimes punching out does get your signal back, but in your case, sounds like you had a failure, antenna failure, or whatever. Damn, hey, brother, and Christy T. Um, but you had a failure of some kind, and when that happens, all you can do is punch it up, rip at the same time you're ripping them goggles off, and then hope you can fly back in line of sight. You know, it's either that or disarm as soon as it happens. And that's why you always have your goggles recording. Because you can at least see kind of where you disarmed at. That's awesome, you know, Michael, Cody. That's sweet. Yeah, Sean, dude, brother. That's I man, to me it was just you know, I don't know how old you are, but my old eyes, that thing would be just a black dot in the sky, you know. I wouldn't be able to fly, you know. Line of sight, I suck line of sight. I can't do line of sight at all. Worth the crap. I can do it with a big drone, like that big white sucker up there, you know, or whatever. Not not something like this. It just looks like a little black speck up there. So I my deepest sympathies, man. You're blind as a bat. I'm not quite that blind. I ain't that, you know. I don't know. I just no. I just can't do it. You can't do it. It makes you wonder, Mr. Crowley. You know, it would be weird as if you could, because they are kind of noisy. Use the sound to bring it back to you. That is kind of the mentality, and I'd like to do one of those, John. Is because I've seen the guys do it. They have a GPS module on the drone, and if they lose VTX signal or whatever, you flip a switch on the radio, and it goes into rescue mode. It'll fly up to a certain altitude, and it'll bring its ass home. I'd like to do that because I've lost VTX signal before. Um, But it was on a drone I didn't care about, like I care about the Batman or any of the birds I got now. You know, so more than likely, John, you can write that one off. Now, if I'm just, you probably already planned for that in my head. He lost his Hawk 5, man. His pride and joy, Michael. The one that kept urging him to fly acro in and all that, but he was afraid to bust it. So he was flying the, what is it, the Wizard, Sean? Yeah, you were doing the acro stuff in. Yo, I need to do the same, Carlos. Ryan, and then these other people come in. I mean, Jam came in, and Michael came in, Sean came in. I just can't go. Oh, the Martian. Okay. So, um, Sean, were you flying the Hawk 5 in Acro when you lost her? Because at least you did that. You true and true acro, because you fly in acro, and other than maybe because you were in acro, that made that antenna connection get worse or something. But you already said you had to like secure it. See, I think your antenna connection's been bad the whole time, in my honest opinion. You shouldn't have had to. Well, see, that's cool. So do you have footage? Do you have footage of when you lost it, or of the flight before you lost it in Accra? You got to share that. Hey, Birdman, how you doing, brother? I hope you got footage of that, Sean. Just remember, I've dude, I've done a few flights of like rest in peace. I've done a few rest in peace videos. So it's not a total loss if you got some footage out of it. Oh, dude, crowd, look, Sean, you always got to be recording to your goggles. That's fine using the Firefly, okay? And you want the high def footage, but always, always record to your goggles. Damn it, Jim. You can just erase it if you don't want the footage. Doing okay, Birdman. Hope you're doing well too. Did you fly today, Birdman? Did you fly, Ryan? Did you fly, Michael? Let's see, Sean, that's what I do. When I start to fly, when I go lift off, first thing I do is hit record on the dock. Always. And I know just I get just loving flying it, but I'm telling you, man, goggle footage can help you find a bird. You know, I've reviewed goggle footage so many times, it's unbelievable. It helped me find a bird. I mean, I will not fly if I'm not, if I don't have goggles that record, I don't fly. I learned the hard way, man, because, you firefly or whatever. Well, I learned that with earlier birds. They lost that just had SD card in them or whatever. That SD card only does any good if you get the bird back. You need live footage. Well, there you go, Ryan. Well, tomorrow, like I say, Ryan, tomorrow's another day, and I will fly tomorrow. I flew a little bit today, climbed a tree, had a battery connection come loose late in the day, but tomorrow will be a better flying day. And hope everybody has a wonderful flying day tomorrow. The cat's back. All right, everybody. I'm going to call it a night. I thank you all for coming by and sharing some time with the Flying Lunatic. It's always a pleasure. I'm always surprised at those that drop by. So thank you all and have a good night. Yeah, you're right, Birdman. You too, Wes.